Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Teachings of Queen Kunti. We are on the 6th prayer, which we have been reading the purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we'll continue with the purport. I'll just read the translation. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 23. O Rishikesha, Master of the senses and Lord of Lords, you have released your mother, Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious King Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. So we'll continue with the purport. We have been reading by Prabhupada. Yesterday we were hearing that how, because of this envy, we continue to remain in the material world. And once we give up this envy, this jealousy, then that is spiritual world. So bhakti is a relationship between master and servant. The servant's duty is to serve the master, and the master supplies whatever the servant needs. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman. Katha Upanishad 2:13. The Vedic literature informs us that Krishna can supply all the necessities for one's life. There is no scarcity and no economic problem. We simply have to try to serve Krishna, and then everything will be complete. So Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. That there are so many eternals, and all these eternals are being maintained by one eternal. We are all eternal souls. We are all eternal souls, whether we are here in the material world or in the spiritual world or in the Brahma Jyoti. Doesn't matter wherever we are all eternal. Each individual soul is eternal. And who is maintaining us? Who is maintaining us? There is one eternal who is maintaining us, and that is Lord Krishna. So irrespective of where we are, material world, Brahma Jyoti, or spiritual world, we are each of us being maintained by Krishna for eternity. Not that he says, I will maintain you only for a fixed period of time. No, he's maintaining us since time immemorial, and he will continue to maintain us. That is the meaning of eternal. If Krishna desires, there may be ample supplies. In America, for example, there is an ample supply of everything needed, although in other countries, this is not so. So Prabhupada is saying, for instance, when I went to Switzerland, I saw that everything there is imported. The only thing supplied locally is snow. This is all under Krishna's control. So Prabhupada is saying, okay, in America, there is a supply of everything needed. But in Switzerland, everything is imported. What's happening? So this is all under Krishna's control. If one becomes a devotee, one will be amply supplied with food. And if one does not become a devotee, one will be covered with snow. Everything is under Krishna's control. So actually there is no scarcity. The only scarcity is a scarcity of Krishna consciousness. We, each of us, each and every living entity, we are originally Krishna conscious, and we have forgotten that. And because we have forgotten that, we are creating our problems of scarcity. So each of us is encouraged to revive our Krishna consciousness, Of course, the world is full of dangers, but Kunti Devi says, because Devaki is your devotee, you saved her from the distress imposed upon her by her envious brother. As soon as Devaki's brother heard that his sister's 8th son would kill him, he was immediately ready to kill Devaki. But Devaki's husband pacified him. It is the duty of a husband to protect his wife. And therefore, Devaki's husband said, my dear brother-in-law, why are you envious of your sister? After all, your sister will not kill you. It is her son who will kill you. That is the problem. So I shall deliver all the sons to you, and then you may do whatever you like with them. Why should you kill this innocent, newly married girl? She is your younger sister, and you should protect her just as you would protect your daughter. Why should you kill her? So in this way, he placated Kamsa, who believed Vasudev's word that he would bring all the sons so that if Kamsa wanted, he could kill them. Vasudev thought, let me save the present situation. After all, if Kamsa later gets a nephew, he may forget this envy. So Vasudev was saying, at least this imminent danger is there. How do I, otherwise Kamsa is going to kill Devaki. It's my duty to protect her. So he's saying, okay, she's not going to kill you, right? Her son will kill you. Never mind. When her child is born, I'll come and give you. So he was thinking, okay, we'll see what happens in the future. But Kamsa never forgot. Instead, he kept Devaki and Vasudev in prison for a long time, Atichiram, and killed all their sons. Finally, Krishna appeared and saved Vasudeva and Devaki. So Kamsa, so envious that, oh, because your son is going to kill me, I'm going to kill all your children. So that nothing happens to me, I will kill your children. That's why he's called envious. He was going to kill her. Devaki also. Therefore, we must depend on Krishna, like Devaki and Kunti. After Kunti became a widow, the envious Dhritarashtra was always planning to kill her sons, the 5 Pandavas. Because by chance, I was born blind, he thought. I could not inherit the throne of the kingdom. And instead, it went to my younger brother. Now he is dead. So at least my sons should get the throne. So that's what was Dhritarashtra's thought process. He always would say, oh, it's just because I was born blind, I can't be the king, If I was not blind, the kingdom would be mine, And just because I'm blind, the kingdom went to my younger brother. It's not fair. Okay, anyways, now that my brother is not there, at least let my sons become the king. So this is the materialistic propensity. One thinks, I shall be happy. My sons will be happy. My community will be happy. My nation will be happy. This is extended selfishness. So Dhritarashtra is thinking, I'll be happy if my sons become the king. No matter I was not able to become, at least let my children become the king, and then I will be happy. So we are all thinking like that. All of us think, oh, I will be happy if I do this. Okay, if I will not be able to be happy, at least if I do something, my children will be happy. Okay, even if not, my community will be happy. My nation will be happy. So it's all my extended selfishness. Why? Because we are keeping ourselves in the center. We might say, oh, but I'm doing for my country. I'm doing for my children. I'm not doing for me. But that's why it's called extended selfishness, because the my is still there. We are still saying my family, my children, my community. So no one is thinking of Krishna and how Krishna will be happy. Rather, everyone is thinking in terms of his own happiness. How shall I be happy? How will my children, my community, my society, and my nation be happy? Everywhere we shall find this. Everyone is struggling for existence, not thinking of how Krishna will be happy. So we are thinking, oh, but I have to take care of myself. I have to fend for myself. No, I am responsible for my own happiness. But we are forgetting that Krishna is the one who's providing for each and every one of us. He is maintaining us. So then does it mean that we do nothing? No, we do our duty. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, you do your duty, but do it in a way which is pleasing to me. So we are not advised that, oh, we do nothing and just become, like burden to society. No, Krishna is not saying that. Krishna is saying we do our duty, but do it in a way that is pleasing to Krishna. Do it in a way which is, by doing my duty in this way, Krishna will be happy. Krishna consciousness is very sublime. We should try to understand it from Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and try to engage our senses for the service of the master of the senses. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. Then we shall actually be happy. Right now we are engaging our senses, our hands, our legs. I want to go here, I will be happy. I will do this, I will be happy. But the proposal is Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam, that try to engage our senses in the service of the master of the senses. The master of the senses is Krishna, Rishikesh. Then that will truly give us happiness. There is the story in the Upanishads. It's an Upanishadic story where the hands, the legs, the eyes, all the different parts of the body, they say, oh, we are working so hard and the food is just going to the stomach, even the tongue, So they said, what is all this? We are doing all the work. And what's the stomach is enjoying the food. We are not going to work at all. We'll stop working. So they stopped working. After a few days, what they understood is that they had no energy. They had no energy. And so then they realized, oh, we are putting the food to the stomach and that's how we are feeling nourished. So similarly, we are thinking, no, I will be happy. I will be happy if I do this. I will be happy if I do this. We are not able to understand. If we make Krishna happy, automatically we will be happy because we are his parts and parcels. Each and every one of us is his part and parcel. But we think, no, I am independent. I am independent of Krishna. So we need to revive our Krishna consciousness. And the way to revive our Krishna consciousness in this age of Kali is by chanting the holy name, the Hare Krishna mantra, and hearing, as Prabhupada is saying, understanding, hear from Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And then we are hearing from Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and try to engage our senses for the service of the master of the senses. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, any comments or anything to add? If no, then we'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for listening in and joining in. Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Bol, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.